Robbie9, come in out of the internet, little buddy, and put your VM Army boots on and bring G.I. Joe 66.
Hey, Robbie9, no, Ice Cube 3 is already here. Why do you care who gets in here first, Robbie9? We're all not getting any back in that direction. Doing what's right. Yeah, player free. Where is G.I. Joe 66? What's up, Ice Cube 3? Superstar destruction of the artificial person world DJ, Ice Cube 3. Up there in the bulletproof DJ booth. What's up, man? What do you mean, who's that? What? No, Robbie9. It's not Jose Cuervo. It's a real live man. Not artificial legal fiction, artificial person. Here in the Gus Varian audience, the King is here today.
Thank you very much, VMT.
VMT, like Mr. T.
Like Mr. T.
It's VMTV. King, no big deal. VMT. That sounds like property. Have a sip of tea on the night gag. The G King. Without giving our legal fiction, artificial person, bad and fuck slave names on this stupid ass show. I never wanted to do. These phone cards can't read 9 words. We should have a guest choir chatting perma sheet in the show. The DM class clown is sitting to the right after Dick into the future prophecy I made. Let's put that super slave work. Q-tar going through the film is. This is an upper level echelon Q-tar. He doesn't claim that he's a Q-tar, but he's Q-tar as fuck. The last clown. Come here, over here, I got a task for you, King. See my shows here? Yeah. We're looking for the one, and what's the title? Try to memorize it. But I'm trying to fight fast, but I ain't gonna go. We'll do a circle on that. Go to the death box here. Yeah, that's fine. Got to ask Ray. Here, here's one. And let's see. We got some new headphones. We're going to need some anti-funding for the show. We got Ice Cube 3. Hey, G.I. Joe 66. What do you mean, what's that? A little dog you got ya. You got a pony, you got a pet beetle bug, and Robbie9 says you might like pony dog watching sheepdog take care of them. I mean, a pony beetle sheepdog. I don't know what kind it is, man. It's off the Monopoly game. That kind. What did we name it? Robbie9? Spot, right? What do you name me Pointy 7? Pointy? His name's Pointy? Okay. The King has moved into the living room research of the post 9/11 Fed sci-fi named dual monitor PC. This is a VM street action, even though we're indoors. We're not outside in outer space. We're kind of hovering between reality and legal fiction, sort of not staying on the ground, but on the floor of the registered claim piece of property, the house, on the federal claimed, registered, and claimed by us terrorism territory, not the land. If you keep saying you're a free man on the land, take a look around. You're not free of anything. You're completely enslaved, but thankfully only contractually. Now, I brought this guy over here just to give him a real life look at the system of VM and to get his take on it, since I know none of you can even envision what I'm trying to say. That's only a 4-letter word. It's called team. There is an asshole in my team. Ain't me. It ain't me, though. It's that you can only team Vatican debt slave, not team VM. That's because you only have so much disinformation to keep you out of formation, only information for the holy pedophiles worldwide. One-sided, open-ended, third party, shall not mean shall in legalese. Constitutional debt contract scam. I am the uncoverer of Constitutor over 6 long years ago. Hanging on this cross where you sign by the fallen cross, the X. You sin and don't fail to miss your mark. It's an archery term. A legal contract is an offer that you accept, legally consent to, and cannot agree to, since shall not mean shall in legalese. And without signing those contracts, you are a dumpster diving bum. Didn't sin, miss signing the mark. If you're in the choir chatting audience, go ahead and stick your social security number in the chat for us to worship. Go ahead, it's your Mark of the Beast number on the way from now on in your forehead already. So I just want to worship it. I won't use it, and I'll give it right back. Unless you're not finished worshiping it, or the contractual world death cult religion you call government, or God with a capital G. If it shows up, just click on it. And then you and I can talk right now back and forth without saying anything. I need to get me an extra mock viewer. They're not extra. I got me, myself, and I can have up to 4 viewers and still be honest. Me, myself, and I. Plus there's the federal fuck slave I with a capital I. Not of, by, and for me at all. That's my anti-realize I with 2 eyes. Only hidden in lies. In the middle of legal fiction, which is what legalese is. And in English. That's where I found all the lies. That's why I truly claim I am the truth finder. Anybody that claims to be a truther should know anyway that you only find lies. You kind of, wait, that was a lie, this is a lie, everything I keep finding lies. Hit the mute on the YouTube. The only thing that happened to me that didn't happen to you is I made it a point to be completely informed. I kept finding lies. We're going to redo up the lie. I just kept finding lie after lie after lie until I found all of the truth only hidden in legalese. That you believe you're reading English when you're reading legalese. Why don't you go look at the Declaration of Independent Contractor Agreement? And if you don't know that all pronouns are contractual policy legal terms, why don't you go read some of the Bible instead of bouncing around? I like this verse and this so-called artificial person that didn't write that. Bounce over here, read that. I like that part. Go kill all the midnights, kill all the babies and the kittens, ended up puppy dogs with the flood. Yeah, well, loving and good, it's the government. With a capital G. Not lowercase g. Neither exist. One's a contractual legal fiction, the other means good. They just took a G off of there. It's called word magic. You might have heard of it named legalese. You have no clue what legalese is. You're the trustee. Oh, I'm trusted. No, you're not. You're the scammy with 2 E's.
Scamanese.
The scammanese.
Scamanese.
Hey, if I'm the beneficiary, I'm benefiting. You're benefiting the benefactor. Yeah, but all I know is at least I'm a co-signer. My daughter can get a new car. It's a vehicle.
Benefactor.
It's a vehicle. It's registered and claimed for life of the vehicle. The life of a vehicle, like your actual contractual Vatican debt slave constituted Republican life, that's not a real life. That's not a true life. That's a legal fiction life. That's a civilly dead life. That's a legalized terrorist life. That's a Vatican monopolized life. That's a federal property bankrupt federal corporation life for your entire precious only life. Or all mass death. Mass death. If abortion was not unconstitutional, that's a double negative in English. Not allowed. It's against the law. It doesn't exist in English. There was no statutory contractual policy legalizing, contractualizing, monopolizing, like the monopolized Vatican debt slave weed that you keep praying for by every vote you make. Those babies are legally, constitutionally killed, stripped apart, federally commerce, not bought and sold. Worldwide, all around the legal fiction world, in the world of federal commerce. Not in the post 9/11 Fed PSYOP, New World Order on the way that began in 1492, contractually was achieved in 1945, when world government was formed October 24th, San Francisco, California. Not created by the Rothschilds and Rockefellers to hijack your constitutional debt contract scam that you contractually procreate on your offspring. It's the female people, not the womb of a man, legal term from the Bible, being the primary signers of that contract. That's what all VMARs. VM Army recruits soon to be VM Army Room Raiders, VM Army Raiders. The Knights of the King of VM, which can't be me. So I was going to do a little tour with a live guest viewer in the studio, deep in the swamp, VMHQ swamp, the glorious and beautiful, classy swamp hole of Rural Militia. Like the creature from the Black Lagoon.
That's better.
Rise from the lagoon like the bad news bears. You can't play baseball worth of crap. Or like the land of the unwanted toys. That's who I'm trying to wake up to nothing that can't legally matter at all. I'm not trying to wake up anybody. I'm not trying to wake everyone up to nothing. If you are a real truth seeker, you better shut your fucking mouth and listen to me. Read over 9 words on a smartphone. Brain dead, goldfish mentality, goldfish attention span, phone tarded. Hey, look how smart my phone is. I'm brain dead though. My design.
You know as much as the phone does.
They know how to use the phone. I'm computarded. I'm phone tarded. But I'm not brain dead phone tarded.
Right.
They can read over 3 words. I know what a book is, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Me and the king almost might want to go freestyle. Just start chatting, have our own little choir chat. We got 27 minutes, so we even look at the clock, King, before we even got going.
The timer's going on the.
Oh, yeah, it's down on the show. What do we got?
Like 13 minutes.
I could speak on the scam endlessly. Hey, crush the Fed from JTV. The multi-namer I've known now for 15 years on the internet. I've known that he has lots of names. The unbannable, uncrushable, Crush the Fed. The only nickname that he has like 1,000 names. He can sign in, sign out, unplug his router and not get timed out or banned by Nazi bots, at least he got his own free speech. He took it that way. So that is part of VM. But VM doesn't use trickery to do that.
Right.
If you ban me, someone else in VM goes and says what I was going to say where I was. Unbannable. Because we all don't have anything else to say. We don't have worldview in VM because there is no world. It's contractual legal fiction that doesn't exist. We don't have programmed federal worldviews as completely informed VM. In every VM army, only 27 strong. Otherwise, you got a non-action taking room. You got a choir chat in VMTV room. You got an anti-VM room. Choir chat and Crush the Fed. What's up? Are you still brainwashed, clueless, and brain dead from using smartphones now for what? How long's it been? Crush Fed. 9 years you've been using cell phones? Why do you think they call them cell phones, Crush Fed? Do you think it might have anything to do with like prison mind control cell phone? Or how about sell your phone? You better sell it for Vatican debt credit. You can't sell it. That's doing federal commerce. You can't buy and sell doing federal commerce. That's a anti-legal fiction oxymoron. The things you can't own. I haven't known who this is. And he lives in Missouri. Well, last time I checked. He's a Missourian. You got contractual Missouri blood, Crush the Fed? We might make him the VM class clown. What's your Facebook page so I can go truth or fail autocorrect every post you make in the post 9/11 Fed psyop my name, Crush the Fed? Put it in there. Put your link in the chat. Put your social security number in the chat so I can worship it. Instead of you worshiping it. I'll give it right back to you. He also is part of the name. I got choir chatters and there's poppers in the chat rooms before smartphones and the Fed spy op with Farcebook. Poppers mean, oh, wait a minute. If there's 3 chatters, I'm not going in that little choir. That's not a choir chatter. If there's 9, I might put in 3-word chat combo and then pop out. That's what a popper is. You still a popper, Crush the Fed? Are you trying to actually, really, or truly know a thing? You can't. It didn't start yesterday. It has to begin today. He said I paid a male hooker to be the guest viewing audience. Yeah.
No male hooker at all.
That's who Crush the Fed is. He thinks strange things so he can lay down like a
That's probably what he's doing right now.
He's thinking strange things so he can lay down like a fainting goat perma sheep. He's thinking slave think. He's anti-thinking in legal fiction, make believing that he can know a thing.
He's mirroring himself on himself. On gaslighting.
Oh wait, he said something honest. I don't know anything. Uh-oh. He knows where I live. Are you Candy Q, you weirdo? That's who it is. I discovered something. I discovered it. Okay, we're going Farcebook, Crush Fed. See you in a minute. We're going to go places and not leave. That's what VM is. We go places and we don't leave. Because you can go lots of places on the internet at the same time. It's not rocket science theory. It ain't rocket science theory, because that's what that is. All science is theory. That's why it's called theoretical science. Not science means true for college government worshiping retards. You are not a very good VM class clown, Crush the Fed, so you're the VM dunce. I already got a VM class clown. Quit choir tap shat tapping in my chat that I don't own. Shut the fuck up and read. Open your eyes and hear me, you crazy ass Missouri pot growing free slave thinker. You think you're a free slave. What is a free slave? With a capital S, Crush the Fed. I could ask Crush the Fed 1,000 questions in a row. He wouldn't know. Hey, Crush the Fed, why can't a cloud of dirt be owned? Why have magical, mythical rights never existed, Crush the Fed? Why is murder not against the law? With lowercase l. I even give you a hint on that one. You still won't know. Why does shall not mean shall in legalese? What's register mean? What's comma mean in legalese? What is property exactly in all of it? What are you, the constituted, contracted, Constantine debt slave of buying for each and every day while you act federally with the federal corporate artificial bankrupt federal corporation, fake people being in the legal fiction world, thing that doesn't exist. It's not even a thing. That's a long question. You get all that, Crush the Fed, or just read 9 words of it? 3-word chat combo. Remember that coin phrase, Crush the Fed? Who made that? 2006. I saw it. I wrote it down. Hey, look, I made a word. Like after like scrunch those 2 words together. Watch me scrunch words together, Robbie 9. Dead as fuck. 3 words I can scrunch together. Look at that. Wow. If I could go woo, I would go woo, but I'm not going to embarrass myself. What's your frequency? What is your frequency, G.I. Joe 66?
Frequency mode.
What? Little gold tits. What? Oh, yeah, low voltage. Forgot. We got to get the system of VM onto the show. They're going to make this even shorter than possible. VM is traveling online as a group, completely informed. You can't go around claiming you're a Rothschild constitutor, and that would be false. On the Facebook idiot meme research that y'all only done. Hey, I researched Facebook. Of course, it has to be true then, everything I'm saying. The truth cannot mean true because it's not the same word. It's not even close to being similar, but if you want to believe it hard enough, bam, right into reality. I was well jump into the funny farm, so much fun. Woo. What do you think about that, Crush Fred? You ever been to the funny farm? Hey, Crush Fed. How are the pillows in the funny farm? They pretty soft or are they hard like in jail, in prison? Why would I ask Crush Fed that? Any of my choir chatting audience is not there. Want to guess at that? Okay. This is VM at Farcebook. This is not all of VM. This is an example of VM on the internet. That's the opposite of being on a smartphone. Like you're surfing down the road, bouncing your head off of signs and diving into cement ponds at shopping malls on your smartphone. Walking, surfing out and doing cuts right into traffic because you don't even pay attention. Somebody take your wallet 2 seconds in New York City on a smartphone, you idiot slaves. This is an example of traveling online as a group. We don't want, that don't matter. We'll just find anybody. We'll make this the VM Army War Room. This guy hijacked my stolen meme when things can't be owned of just another Zuckerberg picture. Picked that little Hitler mustache though, so I stole it kind of and posted it. Then I posted that and it didn't go. Like he blocked me, but he didn't block me on person. Like I don't know what it was. He took his post down after stealing my meme. I show up and talk to him and he runs away. Way to go. Now you are on VMTV, Truth or Film News. Okay, let's just pretend. Who cares if he shows up or not? Let's pretend this is a VM Army War Room. Doesn't fit. Gotta change it. VM code. VM Army War Room. Wait a minute. yeah, VM ordering. I was forgetting my own VM code I made up. So say 9 oats are here. We want to go room raid or chat as a team, but we don't chat. We're not chatters as VM. We're completely informed speakers of true and false. Can't speak what's true without speaking what's false. If you're a truth teller, you're selling the official story of the 9/11 post 9/11 Fed psyop. It was the Jews that hijacked my constitutional debt contract scam because they're so tricky. They can live to be 1900 years old when Judea ceased to exist in 135 AD. And I'm guaranteeing you this. I'm going to put a Vatican debt cred money back, anti-money back guarantee. Jews can't live to be 1900 years old. Because if you came from Sweden and it ceased to exist in 135 AD, you wouldn't be running around saying I'm Swedish.
Right.
Because that's a contractual thing. There's no Swedish blood. I don't have contractual Missouri blood. There's no black or white blood. It's just red blood that comes out of people when they get civilized and bloody by and for the holy pedophiles. So this is really a simple concept, but the hard part is you got to be completely informed. You got to know what the scam is to even be completely informed on the scam. Robbie 9, we've never done this assignment because I know it's an impossibility you haven't yet achieved, but if you were to go to Walmart with a microphone, 100 sheep walk out, you say, government, brainwashed, mentally mind-controlled sheep. Is government a scam, yes or no? Yes, it is, Robbie 9. Is it a lowercase s or a capital S, capitalist diminutive minima s scam? No, nothing, pure slate. Get away from me. You're Satan. I love the government. They're not even going to get the question, what is the scam? They're gone. Surfing down the road on their cell phone. What is the scam? Crush the Fed? There's only one in the world. It seems like somehow common sense named it the scam, not me. When I know what the scam is, every aspect, every cause, every effect, every nuance, every intended mind control victim that can't be their nature because it's anti-natural, supernatural, contractual, factual, anti-possible legal fiction that you believe. If you want to know anything, Crush Your Fed, you got to start not believing everything. That's the key to being VM. Because you were sold nothing but government worship your entire life. It didn't start after 9/11.
Started in school.
Started the minute you're born. Like Santa Claus can fit down a chimney because, of course, he's fat enough to. So, of course, he'll slide right in with a little magical Crisco oil down the chimney sweep. But, hey, if he's too fat, Jesus was skinny at least. Boom, got your presents from Walmart. And your parents didn't pay for them. They're made out of wood. They suck by the magical, mythical toys that were wanted, not wanted. And, of course, all kids like wooden trains, push around with no train track or nothing. But not toys from Walmart that you pay with legal fiction, Vatican world debt that the government gifted you to get for free. So you can listen to your parents' lies and believe those lies that went through you about what? 4, 5, 6 years old. My mom and dad lied to me. The very first thing you realize before you go to preschool.
Yep.
Now you're brainwashed. If my parents lied to me, at least the government won't for the children's safety. Of course, the government won't lie about vaccines or mercury or fluoride or happy, stripy line clouds of chemical safety in the sky. Okay. When you're VM, you don't talk about nothing that you're talking about now. You're town criers of the post 9/11 Fed psyop. Oh, but I don't watch TV, marc27. I just watch Farcebook and share the federal TV programming that I see on Farcebook, like Scamming Alex Jones. Let's all chat about the federal TV programming as my show. They make it very expensive now that I got banned. So you think it's important and not allowed. Now I get to charge more for it. And hold on a minute there. You listen up here, Mr. Fat Ass Scamming Alex Jones, post 9/11 Fed psyop. Batman and Robin duo of the seller of contractual liberty, the scam I named Roman, Ron Paul, the faggot picker up for Roman sticks. I got me into Mr. Microphone now, Mr. Scamming Alex Jones. What do you think of that, Crush the Fed? You got a scamming ass, anti-scamming megaphone? Okay, so the concept's pretty easy there. Okay. Once you're in VM, you're out of legal fiction. And that little tiny chat room here, pretend this guy, let's pretend, we always pretend in VM. We pretend reality exists in our chat room, and we pretend legality doesn't exist because it's magic. But it could be magic in this little reality war room if we know everything.
Right.
There is to know about these scams, because that would be our reality. We don't. Politicians can't write laws or contractual policy readers. We can't make every 7.6 billion artificial persons not sign the contracts on their offspring, which is going to take them 80 years to die, at least, probably 60 or 70, but they say 100. So let's call it 100. We don't live longer. But let's say in 100 years, the government just disappears when it's a legal fiction that already doesn't exist.
Right.
But it's not only signing the contracts, Crush the Fed, it's using the contractual liberty. So that is the ultimate solution. If we had magic wands and I could buy a rubbery, super sexy robot and impregnate her with the scam I know, she would upload it into the cloud and everyone would know it. All the robots would know it. And they would teach the pure slave, know nothing phone tards all of these scam I named. You're still going to have the government in the way of reality, legal fiction, actuality in the way of reality. One's a legal fiction. One is a belief that legal fiction is real, like real estate, realtor, legal fiction terms. The English word, lowercase real, that's real. Most people, if you ask them what's the difference between actual, real, and true, what do you mean the difference? They're the same.
Yeah.
They are not the same.
That's what most people think.
Yeah, that's what the anti-think and legal fiction make believe from the programming. If it is actual, it's contractual, factual, Vatican, monopolized, supernatural, anti-possible, anti-real, anti-true. Columbus discovered America, the New World, 1492 to 1945. Let me remind you, not on the way from now on, over with. It didn't exist. America's a legal term. He didn't discover that. Discovered a giant landmass with people already here. So that is a lie there, but it's fact. You see how that works there? It's like, wow, I'm going to tell you the facts. I don't want to hear your lies. I already know all the lies. I'm the truth finder. I'm not the fucking king of anything except the king of the courts. They said I couldn't play like John McEnroe, so I played exactly like John McEnroe for fun. That's what I did. Anyway, we got people like Crush the Fed here who will do, say, or think anything to Team Vatican debt slave. See, he can't be on my team. He's kind of the enemy in that aspect of things, because the holy pedophiles don't sign your contracts. The Rothschilds don't sign them. The British Hag doesn't sign them. Your mother signs them, but then you say, hey, that's okay. Injustice forgiven, Mom. I'm not going to take you and charge you with a felony for signing me on, contracting me to your world contractual legal fiction Vatican debt. How those legal fiction Vatican debt. That's what it was. That would be a felony, supposedly, like a judge. Judge be like, don't worry about that. We ain't gonna give you a slap on the wrist. We're gonna pretend that didn't exist and make it invisible.
Yeah.
Like magic. If you did take it to court. But when you signed your first contract, you didn't claim on them they did a illegal injustice to you. So you made it a justice forgiven. They didn't do anything wrong or good or bad. They didn't do anything illegal. Just brainwash science shit you can't read. Like everybody does. What if everybody just stopped signing? I don't like getting in trouble with this court. I'm not signing anything. Now what are you going to do? We'll put you in a cage for a long time until you sign the contracts. But if I still don't sign them,
Lose you in the system.
well, eventually something's got to happen. I don't know. At least you ain't obeying and agreeing of paying, worshiping. I don't know.
Standing on what you believe in.
Don't believe it.
Know it.
You know you signed it or you know you didn't. There's something you can know.
Yeah.
Everybody else can know it too. What are you gonna do? Fake your signature? Start signing stuff for the citizens. Hey, citizens, stop signing the contracts. We'll just digitally CGI, flat earth, no planar fed psyop the contracts for you to believe.
Edge.
It ain't just signing the contracts though, it's a belief in the contract. That's what legal consent is. You believe you have rights, you have contractual liberties, you contracted them all the way. You believe Owning things is fun, but contractual ownership means you can't have your offspring that you registered and claimed. Now they got reclaimed and taken away legally and constitutionally. Not because you did anything wrong, not because you did anything unjust or stupid, because you signed contracts you can't read, and that's what this scam is for. It's for the children's safety, but not for their safety. See, it's for the children's safety, for the holy pedophiles' safety. From getting in trouble for fucking with your children that you can't own. A child's a legal fiction, generalist federal corporation term. The baby you're supposed to raise and teach. Fuck that word, teach. Care for, care about, take care of. And it wasn't your fault that you couldn't because you weren't allowed to. That's the government's job. Anyway, I got some of that off my chest. As far as the system of VM, let's go through this VM class clown crap. If this guy's not on a phone, retard posting memes, I don't want to say words. That use a typing machine, an old-fashioned typing machine on the interwebs. I can just post memes to say what I say. I don't even have to use words. I'm so advanced on my smartphone. It made me brain dead. Whew. You guys, I'm gonna make me a little prophecy. In 5 years, planes are gonna be flying out of the sky onto the ground real fast because you phone tards can't think. You're brain dead. I don't care what your job is. You're going to suck at it from those smartphones. And we're going to be dodging planes in 5 years falling out of the sky. There's my prophecy, predictive Bible programming. Get your retard Nerf helmets today, man. Like Crush the Fed wears every day. Okay, Crush the Fed, are you with me yet? I know he popped in for no more than 9 minutes. That's his character syndrome that he has. Oh, look at this guy. You know what we forgot to do? We forgot to advertise to the dumbass. That was supposed to be it was supposed to be in the beginning so he could show off. He's the one I'm sticking the video on his face, so I don't have to do it 3 times. It'll go everywhere. We're going to be worldwide by tomorrow morning, Robbie and I, because this crazy shootard. He worships Trump as a Jesus, but believes he's anti-government because Trump told him that he was anti-government. But he did run as a Republican, but, that didn't matter because, of course, he said he's anti-government. See, but he ran as a Republican, Robbie Nine. So, of course, Trump is Jesus with a capital J. Of course, that's everything real and true. Why wouldn't he be Jesus, Robbie Nine? There's one every 4 years, depending on what you believe, religion or education. What happened here? I'm in a place I've never seen on Facebook. Oh, edit profile. No wonder. We are going live to the videotape of the VM class clown here. Activity log. Have any of you phone tards ever heard of a Facebook activity log? Have you ever heard of the unofficial city of Sullivan? Go look that up. I wish they still have that. I think they took it down. The unofficial city of Sullivan. They ought to just make that a YouTube channel because there's so many people who go there probably to make some money. Vatican debt, anti-money. I want to make it the authorized unofficial city of Sullivan YouTube. Give some extra legal fiction words. We're going to this VM class clown who can't read 9 words of the information, but then says I don't give him information. I call it VM constitutor information, a legal term he's never seen. So, of course, why would you read that if you're a truth seeker? I mean, sort of sounds like Constitution, Robbie Nine, constitutor, but, it could mean Constantine, too. It could mean that. So why read anything associated with that if I'm a truth seeker after 9/11? At least I know Bigfoots are real, or space aliens fly super fast and have really good space brakes and anti-gravity. Just be a truther. Don't be a 9/11 the government is a scam truther. Let's figure out other truth stuff. That sounds reasonable. Like a reasonable search and seizure. Who decides that's reasonable, Robbie? Now you think you're at your house, you're like, I don't think it's reasonable, police. You kick my door down and come in and search it.
Right?
Are you going to decide if it's reasonable, Robbie? Now, and who do you think does that? The holy pedophiles decide that? Yeah, well, sort of. It's their policy. No one decides it. You only federally foolishly choose stupid shit to make you pure slaves is brain dead, completely clueless, totally brainwashed, government worshipping contract signers. Written and shall not mean shall in legalese. And if it's a one-sided, open-ended third-party contract with you and your loving sweet grandmother and her evil attorney, you probably wouldn't want to be signing that contract, much less with the world legal fiction holy pedophiles behind three legal fiction terms: Catholic Church, the Vatican, and the Holy Roman Empire, which of course wasn't Rome that collapsed in 476 AD, because you stick the word on there, holy, that means you got holes in the contract, not whole, WHOLE, complete and full. So of course it's true and real, and Trump is Jesus, and of course Biden is retarded, but at least he sniffs people. And there's no sniffing here at VMTV.
None.
It's against the law. It is against the law for cats, with a capital L. If I see a cat sniffing, that cat's up to no good. I do know that. Okay, we're going to call this an end of the show. And I was going to make this like a 2-hour show. But this is like that thing where they go, stay tuned for Batman next Sunday instead of going to church and getting scammed. It's all right, man. We're going to call the show Robbie 9.
Thanks,
This
Robbie 9.
was for a guest host show, member, viewing audience. Like, we don't have an applause sign. That's
I
probably
can do
why
a bow.
you probably didn't hear any applause. If we had an applause sign, it'd be like, yay, marc27 went worldwide. Now verbal militia's worldwide. Everything the exact anti-VM plan show that I'm doing for verbal militia. But it is at least the anti-federal TV programming show y'all still only complain about. Hey, I'm going to expose the news. No, you're sharing it. You're retarded and your government worship. Your mind control, brain work, brain dead, brainwashed, dry cleaned. Now, Aggressive Fed, if you want to show up here at Choir Chat, I'm telling you, you better bring some choir chatters.
All right.
You ain't got no choir here, buddy. There's no
Zip.
choir. You ain't got no choir.
Piano's out of tune.
Look at it. He's just chat away. Look at him go. How many words are over 3 words? How many chats are over 3-word chat combo?
Not very many.
Yeah, he learned 1 or 2 words since fucking 2005. He's learned to use and type more than 3 words, like 4 times more.
By
Maybe.
a dictionary.
But never over 9 words. You notice that? Never over 9 words.
Yeah.
You think he's reading 9 words?
No.
He can't type chat tap 9 words into a chat room that shouldn't even exist. And the show I never wanted to do for YouTube, not for me. The contract ain't for me, I guarantee you. Anyway, I am Ultraman. Wait a minute, I'm sorry, Robbie 9. I'm Robbie 9. What do you mean? I am too, Robbie 9. I'm your buddy. Right, yeah, Joe? 66, right? Ice Cube 3. Pals. That's what VM is. Team VM versus Team Vatican debt slave. And I am the true finder, the uncoverer of Constitutor, the conqueror of legalese, the writer of open, honest, legal dash English ease. And this conversation is over. VM is Fight Club.
Over
You're
and
missing
out.
it. VM is Fight Club.